Welcome, everyone, to the Real Question, Real Answer show with Tammy and Dianne. It is our pleasure to bring this show to you. I mean, we had so much fun prepping for this show, and trust me, it's been a journey. Trust me on that one when I say that. Well, I would just love to welcome my co host. Welcome, Miss Tammy Williams.
Hello, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, yes, it has been a journey. Uh, I want to take off my rollerblades now. Can I take them off?
You can take off your rollerblades. We're going to have some fun here. There's no question about
Okay.
that.
All right. Good morning.
So, why don't we introduce ourselves, Tammy? So, I will give you the floor right now.
Okay. Well, simple for me. A mom, intentional mom, a mom of three and a wife, and also a business consultant. And I really have a passion for people, helping them out basically in all different areas of their life, especially when it comes to creating their own economy, when it comes to cryptocurrency, residual income, as well as real estate. And I'm the founder of Women Champagne and Real Estate. And I just love sharing and learning from other people out there that can inspire us to just get out of our own heads and realize what's possible.
You forgot a couple things.
Well, there's
You're
a lot.
you're a foodie, because
Oh gosh, yeah.
listen, everyone. I was trying. So they say there's no trying, there's failure. What I did, fail at it because I was looking for pictures for Tammy, and all I was seeing is food and plants.
Yes, I am in a relationship with food. Don't tell my husband. And I love plants. I often tell people I think I was a butterfly in another lifetime because every time I go somewhere, this plant looking at me at the store saying, "Take me home." And my
Well,
husband
that's
will say to me, "Another plant?" Yeah, when my husband says another plant, I said, "Yes, you're okay because it's not on your side of the bed."
That is so true. And guess what? The colors we have right now, if we didn't have pink, I would not have heard the end of that. So this, we're getting to know Tammy. Can you please tell me your obsession with pink before we even get? I'm just getting all these little things out of the way so people understand why we have pink and why we have these things.
Probably because I love black and I love white. And so when you're thinking about dressing, it's very easy to match pink with it. But I don't wear the pink so much, but I find it makes me feel happy and smile. And of course, I'm a nail polish girl. They're not pink today, but I'm a nail polish girl. So, wearing pink nail polish in the winter, the dead of winter, people say that's a summer color. And I'm like, yeah, it's summer in my head. So it all came from me having it on my pedicure and then also having the nails done. And it just kind of flourished from there. Like everything here is pink. I could show you a whole bunch of things. You'd be like, oh my goodness, she has a problem. But I love it.
Maybe we have to incorporate that in the show. And every show you show us something that you have pink. You have you showed me you have a dog toy. So it's
Yes,
pink
I do.
and everything
This
else.
is my favorite possession. This is one of my cute things. It's a rose quartz
Mm,
and it's shaped
lovely.
like a heart. Interesting enough. And I keep it on my desk. This is one of my favorite pink things.
Lovely, lovely. So this is Tammy, and you get to know more about Tammy as we go along. So my name is the she's look at her, she's just laughing. We're just here to have fun. And just for you guys get to know who we are and how we can all work together and help you. And it's party time. We're party girls. I'm a disco girl. So my name is Dianne Ojar. A lot of hats like Tammy as well. I am the presidency of Olive Media Network and the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network, as well as International Men's Day Canada. And I am the author of my book, Mrs. Freud and You, Will You Be the Victim or Victor When She Comes Knocking, as well as a co-host, radio host, TV shows, and many, many more. But most recent, I am so proud to say that I am officially a Dow Hands healing practitioner. And of course, my background is NLP and hypnotherapy, master practitioner. And you get more to know about that, about soul marketing. And we're here to really help you with all the modalities and everything that knowledge we know as best. If not, we're bringing some experts. And of course, it has helped me on my journey to get to where I need to be. So, how we came up here, and even more recent, we're working on the experiential coach. So, that's kind of cool coming up with some of the cool things I do with the elephant in the room, which has helped transform many, many, many. And from time to time, I can probably show you some things like that. But what it is, Tammy, why won't you tell them how we came up with this name? Because this is really about introducing us.
Yes. How we came up with the name is because, interesting enough, we both have similar backgrounds. You being in the magazine publishing space and marketing, and myself. And out of that, the two of us have, without even trying, we've actually used that specialized knowledge to consult and help people who aspire to be in business or already in business. And from that, we've actually garnered a little, mini consulting business, helping companies and business owners to monetize on their websites and how they present themselves in email format as well as text messaging and social media. And so we have people asking us on a regular basis how they can get more activity, more engagement, and it's turned into a mini consulting business. And I say mini because although we love that space and we love to share and help people, we don't feel that that is our own, like our only purpose. Our purpose in life is much bigger than that. You can probably feel the energy between Dianne and myself. We just love people, and we love people who allow us to love on them. And that's why you heard her speak so eloquently about her background and how she's in the healing business and the spiritual side of things. And there's so many things that actually have an impact on business. It's not just marketing only. And so we've had many conversations, oh my goodness, about how a person can get more activity with an email, how can they get responses. And my goodness, not just conversations, we also have a background in that where we've actually helped businesses be able to turn website visitors into something. We had this joke before. Remember, we said, like, if you have a website and it's not converting anybody, you might as well just turn the lights off because the website is built for you to actually convert people into something. It's not supposed to be a glorified yellow pages, which is what people have been thinking for years and years and years. So it came about because of the need, people asking us secretly and in private consultations, they want to know more. And so I believe we have a number of questions that just came to
We
us, what, in
do,
the
we
past couple of
do,
days?
we do. And before we get to the questions, and we encourage, and thank you for everyone who's joining us right now, and those are going to catch us on the replay as well. Please
Yeah.
do put your comments there. And we may pick up a question from you, and we have a surprise for you as well. And that the name, every time I talk to Tammy, she said, this person asked me this, and this person was asking me this. Can you believe this? And I said, we should have a show. And I said, it's like, and I said, no, real questions, real answers. She said, yeah. And I was like, it's a perfect name. We're real people answering real questions from our perspective and giving us our best answers. It may not be the best, however, but it's our perspective and have some fun with it. And that's how we came about. And Tammy always says we're married to marketing, and she's been phenomenal support in so many ways. And this is what this is about. We want to be a support for you. We want to reach out to you, and please do type your comments there. So here's a cool surprise. We have some for anyone. Why don't you tell them about the surprise? Oh, and by the way, I have to give a shout out to our couple sponsors. We have Leonard for the Sutton Group, and of course, we have Jackie from Notable Management, Wealth Management Inc. And I want to thank, that music that you were hearing in the opening. A shout out to Ralph Verbal. I gotta think his name is a long name.
Yeah.
Ralph Verbal Steel Staples. He did those, and he is an incredible writer. So if you're looking for jingles, definitely, oh, for intros and so forth, original, I love them. I had like eight to choose from, and I didn't even know one. You only got like, what, 14 seconds of it? But there's a lot more there. So I want to thank them so much for supporting us. And why don't you tell them about their little bonus surprises we have for
Oh my
anyone
goodness.
who
You know
made it?
what? The
That was
surprises have,
Connie's idea.
you know what? Why don't you, well, you know what? That's great, but can you share the sponsors? What did they actually offer for our guests who are going to participate? Something really special, and that's the information that you have.
Well, we are going to give away the gift cards, Tim Hortons gift cards.
Yeah, so in order for you to be a lucky winner of the gift card, we're going to ask you to put in the comments there a question. And if you put a question in, just by asking a question, you will actually get a gift card. That's pretty amazing.
Yes. And you know what? We, at time to time, it could be live or it could be a question we picked for the next week. But definitely, and right now, time goes by so fast, and we have a couple questions. So, Tammy, why don't we get to those questions? So, just give me one moment here. Now, again, this is fun. And I hope you're having fun. And for those people who have reached out to us, and Tammy, you'll introduce them because the questions came from your side. I
Hmm.
appreciate that. So these guys will be getting a gift card.
Yes.
So here's the first question. It comes from Karen. How do I attract more visitors to my website? Tammy, I know you're big on this because you always have this conversation. I think you touched on it a little bit before. So, it is it may sound like a silly question, but it is such. It's not a question we can answer in 5 minutes or 2 minutes. It's something that's an ongoing conversation, and we probably have different angles or formats of this. So, why don't you give your perspective on this?
Wow. You know, without going into so many different layers, Karen, um, I always suggest to people now more than ever before that they have to have a person in between you, the brain of the business, you, the face of the business, and the person that's designing the website. Because often what happens, the website designers, they're fantastic at what they do, but they're not on the other side of things from the marketing side of it. And what gets lost is the functionality from a customer experience that can be converted into something. And so I have had many consultations, probably in the past 2 months, with a dozen people who have a website and they have been in business for years. They're not brand new.
Mm,
And every single one needs a refresher. So when you're design, the website designers, they have these different platforms, and sometimes they sell us packages, 4 pages, 5 pages, 10 pages. And what we tend to do sometimes is go based on our budget, but you have to think of it as the same thing. Like if you're buying a car and if you're buying a property, and the percentage, allocated that you want for home security, for example, for your $1 million property, you're not going to buy, the lowest grade home security most likely, and you're not going to put the lowest grade gas in your car most likely. So you have to think of it in that way too of your business, So um, someone like myself and Dianne are great in between people, but building content is king. That's probably a great thing for people to understand. And knowing your industry's popular search terms, how people are looking for what you do, and making sure it's embedded all the way through your multiple pages. And it's an expanded conversation, which, you can decide to have a conversation with one of us.
absolutely. And here's the thing about that is, and you're absolutely right. Web designers are coders. They're coding. That's all they know. And they're not, I always say to when I was working with students too, particularly, I want to code, I want to code. But the program they have is photography, web design and so forth, graphic design. And so you cannot code something unless you have something to code. If you're not a designer, I had paid people who write for very big organizations to write content for my website. I have people who say to me, and organizations like the BBB says, and you have to be invited and they have to screen you. And she said, I got accredited in 1 week, and she wanted to be in the website. So it has to be appealing and attractive to, again, not to you per se, but to your audience. So you may have to get somebody to write the content research. And for the love of God, please do not write your own content. That's a whole another story. You can give feedback. You can have an idea of what it is. Graphics. Graphics also is very important.
Mm.
And we don't even talk about copywriting. That's a whole nother story in lawsuit
Mm-hmm.
happen. So all these different components, get a great graphic designer. Don't kind of do it yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm from Trinidad, so you're going to hear a lot of local language. Okay, so we get that out of the way too.
Trinidaddy.
Yes, yes, to the bone. But on a serious note, please do what you have to do. Consult with somebody before. It's like writing a book.
Yeah.
And okay, the title of this book, I know when I was writing this book, I wanted black and gold and white. And then it was when we did the black and gold and white, it was a bit too, we needed something to pop. So the designer ended up putting in the spine. This is called a spine, and you may not see the color properly, but it's actually red. And
Red.
the back, so it gave a little hint on contrast there as well. So it's the same thing. We designed, the experiential coach right now website, and we did go with some of these colors, the gold, the black, and we may have a hint of one or two colors, but we're highlighting little bits and pieces of probably the red. Why? Well, we'll see if we'll change it, but you have to have something to accent it. So
Mm-hmm.
all these little things you need to know. It's how do you attract more visitors? Well, here's the thing. It's not only about the content, it's about the sexiness of the website. That's how you attract people and how you get it to the Google search and so forth. And there's a lot of components. So it's an investment. And believe me, it's a huge investment in time, money, and energy. So I hope
Yeah.
that answers your question there, Karen, and thank you so much. And if you need to follow up, we can follow up soon too as well for more. And we have people that can help you if you have any other questions in regards to about more about the website. That's my spin on it, Tammy.
Yeah, well, it doesn't stop with that, like you said, because what are you doing once you have the website? It's not a building and people see the building and they walk by and say, "What is that place?" and walk in. So it's also the activity surrounding getting people to the website. This is a bigger conversation than we don't have time. We don't have time to
No, we don't have
answer it in
time.
detail. Yeah,
No, we
I
don't have
think.
time.
Yeah, there was another. Was there another question that came through?
There's
I
a few
think.
questions, but you know
Yeah.
what? You all are going to make us turn this show into an hour show, which I got no problem with because we want to be here for you. So here's Chris, and Chris is asking, how do I get engagement on social media posts? Now, this is one for Tammy. Tammy has this.
Oh,
The reason I said that is because Tammy is a social media queen, and I know she comes to me and say, "Well, first of all, you got to be on social media in order to get, you know, engagement."
yeah.
Now, nobody knows that more than I do because I have people who do stuff for me on some of the social medias, and I started to. Listen, I am not a techie person. You're gonna get some real stuff from me, okay? And Tammy, I am not a techie person, but
Neither
I
am
tell
I.
you one thing. Recently, the past couple months, I discovered on Canva. Well, that's a whole nother story. And now I don't know where this creative side came from.
Oh
Now
my
we
goodness.
do
Thanks
all
to
of this.
COVID. Thanks to COVID. Thanks to COVID, it made you sit still and learn that skill. And now you're sharing it with all of us. Thank you.
Well, it wasn't because of that, but see, the other thing about it too is as well is even for this platform, you might, and I'm being real, I'm doing this behind here, and even the radio and so forth. So, and you may see from time to time because There are times when we have to do things ourselves. So I'm not just taken away from having this conversation. So you may see me multitasking here and hosting this, or this co-hosting this with Tammy. But coming back to the social engagement and the social media posts, you know what? Go and you can hire people to do certain things. But here's the thing, sometimes people might not know what's best for you unless you have a conversation with them to tell them who you want to reach out to. I've had that in the past where I tell people just do the posts. And I had a group of students who wanted to get more involved in some of the last year there was some movements happening and they wanted to take this away, and I was like, oh, no, 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 this is not what we're for. So again, this is engagement, so you have to know how to engage with your niche. First you got to figure out what your niche is. So there's more in that conversation. However, over to you, Miss Tammy.
First of all, people need to realize it's a relationship. So if you want engagement, the word engage. If you are going to get married, you're going to be engaged. And so, what does that look like to you as a person who's being engaged? You have to build a relationship. You have to ask questions. You have to seem interesting and as well as interesting, interested and interesting, it's going both ways. So, if you think about a relationship that you have, and we all have somebody who it's always about them, they never get a chance to ask you anything about you. You see it on social media as well. They post all the time. They don't comment on anything. They don't like on anything, but they're there and they're posting. So, Chris, I haven't taken a look at your page, but I would love to. What I would suggest is that if you have 1,000 friends or 500 friends, give yourself an agenda and pick 50. Let's say 50 or 25. Let's go with 25 per week that you're going to engage with. You want engagement, you must engage with them. And I'm sure you'll find something that you like on any one of those pages. I'm sure you will have the time, and you should make the time to comment on the things you like. Because if you're just blasting things out there, that's great. Information is great. Value information is great. But to get people to respond to it, you're going to have to do more than just that. Now, Dianne, I'm a fan of those platforms where you can time and schedule things to go out. But the missing link again is the human touch. So when they post them, that's great. 10 people comment on it. Who's dealing with the comments? And so we have a society right now where everyone thinks that just posting is going to garner us something. But in actuality, when someone gives you a compliment in real life, in real time, you usually respond and say thank you. And you start the conversation. Think of social media as the same thing. You posted a picture of your dog and someone says it's cute. If they said it to you in person, would you just walk away? Or would you say, oh my goodness, thank you? The same thing you have to apply in a face to face online. Now, is it work? Yes, it is. But you know what? If you're looking for any type of success, it's not going to feel like work because you enjoy what you're doing. And I can tell you a lot of things will come out of it. More relationships. They'll start recommending you. They'll start sharing your post to other people. And just naturally, organically, you'll start to build some kind of a synergy, which then in most cases should be a phone call, a Zoom meeting, whatever platform you're using, so you actually get to know each other and see how you can collaborate. I'm a big fan of this, and I have the same 24 hours as most of you. And you know what? I still haven't met anyone that's busier than me, but I never tell someone that I'm busier than them. I still make my husband's lunch, and I comment and I like on things quite a lot. And I do pick maybe 10 people that I'm going to do a little bit with those individuals because I see them commenting on my things. And I'm telling you right now, it's a beautiful thing because you just never know who needs to hear from you. Even just a private message, like on private messenger, send them a
Absolutely.
private message and saying, you know what, thank you so much, Dianne, for always commenting. I really appreciate you. That goes a long way. And
Absolutely.
so we can talk about this again. I love this. I love this. This is me.
Absolutely. And recently, I actually went back. into Instagram. Well, I would say I went back. I actually went into Instagram and I actually introduced myself and say, guys, I'm here and this is who I am and so forth. But you know what? Just for the few minutes we have left, we do actually have a question.
Oh, great. We're almost coming to the end.
Guess who? Guess who?
Queen Gabby, oh my goodness, the feng shui expert and the declutter queen that helps us focus to bring in abundance.
Okay, let's see
Oh,
what we can
wow.
do quickly
She is
here
here.
with Miss Gabby.
International award-winning author. Wow. Okay.
Okay, so why don't you read the question, Tammy?
What is the best way to react to people who only real question, and I'm going to give a real answer. The good thing is I cannot be muted because Dianne has the control. So, what is the best way to
I'm not
react to
gonna I'm
people?
not gonna bleep you either. I'm not gonna bleep you.
What is the best way to react to people who only contact you when they need
Your
your
money.
money or they need something?
That is something.
You know, it's a really interesting question, and it's been happening a lot. Um, hmm. You know,
This
I
is
have
this
two. I
might be a
have
conversation for the next show because
yeah. I have two thoughts. Um, it depends on the individual and what the ask is. If it resonates with my heart, first of all, right? That's a big thing. But I think we have to figure out the individual that's asking, and is there a relationship that's already been formed? Why would they think that they can reach out to you asking that? Do they know you from another space? Are you sharing positive light and love? Have you talked about the certain thing that they're asking for, And they might not know how to ask in the proper way, like get to know you first before they come out and ask. Like meeting someone saying, let's get married, and they don't even know you and you don't even know them. It's similar. Like some people really are not great at communicating and getting to know people first. I would start with that. I would actually, want to find out well, first I'd thank them for asking me because they thought of me to ask me. And then I would say, you know what, let me find out more what you're doing and let's get on a call. At least explore it because I'm not a fan. I like saying no, but I prefer to say know what I'm saying no to, if that makes sense. And in this whole thing of social media, people are still under the impression that they can send messages all the time and something will happen. But in actuality, when we stop and pause for someone like this, we somehow train them on how they can reach out to the next individual. And this is the whole class. This is 101, 101 for dummies. I'm sorry, whoever's asking you those questions, Gabby. But yeah, I recently got asked a couple of questions about it, and I was shocked. And my response when I looked at my phone was, "Hi, how are you doing? Uh, is this message meant for me? Because we haven't spoke on Facebook Messenger before." And I can tell you that most of the people, they don't respond.
what about in regards to it shows the amount of respect people have for you, which is none.
Hmm.
That you're worth something, which is good to know that you're worth something to them, but not worth it in a way that they believe that you're worth something. So in as I'm saying, they would you relate would if you would having a relationship with that person, they'll have more respect for you and just don't ask you for money. They say you should say, okay, well, how can I help you make money? You want me to show you how to
Yeah,
make money? I can
yeah,
show you how to do. What are you not doing right now that if I can
yeah,
do it, why can't you be doing it? Or what do you need help? Because again,
yeah.
you teach someone how to fish. You don't give them
Exactly,
what are you going to do with the
exactly.
money? What are you going to do to the money? Right? So again, selling you something. Well,
Yeah,
here's the thing. I say to people, would you want to sell me? First of all, you have to get to know who I am and understand that, like Tammy says. Now, you really get to know everybody. But again, it's like with a friend of mine, Alan, I put a post up for, well, I guess on the healing side. This is not about healing, but just to show you. And he has problems with his hair falling out. And I do as well, because all spready stress level. And he said to me, he reached a point that he didn't care what I was selling him. And he'd been connected with me like 5 years. And I didn't really know him. Now we work together and so forth. He said, but at that point, he was so um, stressed out and desperate, he would have buy anything I was selling him, right? Because there was something I just put for the fun of it,
Hmm.
and I was offering that I can help him. But the point of this story is people will reach a time when they need something, they'll reach
Hmm.
out to you, regardless of what. So
Yeah,
get to know the person, get to know what they want. If people come and ask me all the time, I keep saying I don't drink coffee, so don't come and ask me to sell coffee. And he said to me, but some people in that business, this is not disrespect to anybody who sells coffee or anything, but the point is, don't ask me how it tastes because I don't drink it. I didn't grow up with it. I don't like it. It makes me feel sick. But I'm
yeah.
telling you, so anybody out there right now, don't approach me. It doesn't matter how much money you have in this because I believe in the product. If you don't have the product, if you don't use the product, I'm not going to do it. So it's all these things that you have to know the person, and it takes a lot of time.
It does. It does say, I had someone ask me, I've had people ask me to donate money to certain charities and funds. And many times I wasn't in a position to donate, even though it was a good cause.
Mhm.
So what I did say is I said, I'm sorry, I'm not in a position financially to donate to this cause. I already gave with my son's school or whatever the case may be, or I just don't have the money to do it. But I can help you, maybe promote it for you, speak to a few other people, because sometimes I feel people are asking because they see you as an important person that has influence on individuals. So they want to use some of your power, which is a great thing because that's how we connect and collaborate to see if you can further their cause, you know? And that's why I always I respond back, and I usually respond if it's someone I never ever spoke to before, Gabby, and they send you that message, I would say, "Hey, how you doing, Gabby? Nice to hear from you. Did you mean to send this to me? Because we haven't spoken before on Facebook Messenger. I have no problem calling them out in a nice way to say, was this meant to send to me?
Yeah,
Because
she
maybe
has
their
no
account,
problem doing that.
yeah, maybe their account was hacked.
Trust me.
Maybe their
She
account was hacked.
got no. I'm not trying to talk over you. I'm telling you, she got no problem
I
talking.
have no
Saying
problem asking that. And then, to
no
be honest,
problem whatsoever. She'll call you out on that. And if it's anybody will call out on anybody and anything is Miss Tammy Williams, definitely.
but you know what? Sometimes people will say, "Oh my goodness, no, I didn't send this to you, or I sent it to you by mistake."
Here's the other thing. Coming back to a lot of those questions or people connecting with you, because I got one from one of my ex mortgage brokers, and he said he sent me a link saying, "Oh, you were in this." Now I will not click on the link. It doesn't matter because there's a lot of fraudulent people and hacked profiles.
Don't click
You
on it.
don't know. You don't know who is behind because this was like I got it today, and I'm thinking I have not spoken to him, and oh my goodness, um, where is this coming from? So you have to be very cautious who these people are, and that's a whole other thing. So if not, yes, read the book, get a copy of the book,
Yes.
contact me for that. Uh,
Gabby, reach out to me. I will give you a walkthrough.
yes,
I will send you a couple of screenshots of some of my responses to people who are asking. The sad reality is some people get offended. And I did have to tell some people I wasn't in a financial position to donate and contribute to that cause. And I noticed that they changed how they are towards me now. And that's okay, but it's better for me to tell you I don't have the money right now to donate to that cause, but I'm willing to help support the cause with my other talents and my other skills. So I don't know how important it was to the person just to get the money. I would have, to me, myself personally, I would take in my skills, you
well,
know?
the other side to that too, as well, is definitely you want to know if what else is going on with them, and like really
Yeah.
what's going on with them. And she's just saying here, yes, some know from me from a different space, and that I have supported before. There's no activity on my post, or don't
Oh,
like, and oh yeah, well, yes, they don't
well,
do
that's,
anything. They're sunny out to know where they come in. So Gabby, I want to say thank you. I know you guys are buddies, so connect with Tammy to get your Tim
well, she
Horton.
never asked me this before. So this is a great question. Thank you for that question.
And thank you for supporting us on our show. What do you like about the show right now, Gabby? You just sent us a message there. A little quick thing. Tell me what you like about the show. What we can do and have some more fun with that. And
Hey, wait, she
yes,
wins something. She wins a prize.
yes, she does. That's why I said connect with Tommy to get your prize.
Gabby, you
And
won a gift card
shout
at
out,
Tim Hortons.
yeah, and shout out to our sponsors, Jackie and Leonard. Thank you so much. When I picked up the phone yesterday, they did not hesitate. I was like, cool, this is what we want to do. And thank you also for supporting us, because we've always been having this conversation, Tammy and myself. And she loves the open Q&A, so do we. But sometimes we got to get Tammy going.
I'm not
open,
technical, even though the
open
name starts with T.
Listen, all you're going to get, thank you, Gabby, for that. All you're going to get from us is open, honest conversation. You'll get to know too much about us. But here's the thing, that is how you build a relationship. That is how you get to know who we are and how we
Tip
can
for
help.
you, Chris. Chris, where are you, Chris?
Chris is
As a
going to
tip
get
for Chris. Chris wanted to know about engagement.
engagement. Absolutely. This is the engagement we have. Yeah, she wins. Yes, congratulations to Karen, Chris, and Gabby. And here's the thing, these two, oh, hell, Bilal is from Pakistan. So Bilal's, Tammy, we're not going to end this today. I can see this. What we start off, it's okay with me. So, what is the best way to keep ourselves motivated and available at the chances coming away of life? Okay, first of all, I don't have my glasses on. You're not going to see my glasses on. um, how to keep yourself motivated? You know what? There's so many things. Someone used to always say to me, keep smiling and keep laughing because it keeps you young. You have to know what motivates you. You're going to know a lot about me now. I have this speaker, this disco speaker in my bathroom. So I don't put the light on anymore. When I go to shower, I put on the speaker, which is, it's like a karaoke, everything, but it has the disco light on it. So what it means is that when I'm in
A
the,
disco light in the
it's,
shower. I have such a
yes,
visual of you right now. This is really,
it's
you know
so
what?
cool. Girl, you
Wait till
have no idea how
wait
that
till I tell Kelly and Erica you have a disco light in your shower and you never came to our party.
yeah, well, it's in the bathroom because that's what it was for. So here's the thing. The point of saying is these are the little things that motivate me sometimes, and truly at night when I can't sleep, which has been crazy for the past little couple months because of my training on my holistic side. So my days, when we do any type of training, it sort of knocks me out. So I can't sleep in the night now. But you know what I look at on Facebook? I always look at Britain's Got Talent or America's Got Talent, and it sort of motivates me when I see this or something and just stumble on it. These little things, when you see how hard these people work at what they do, it motivates me. It could be I love to drive. Okay, and here's a plug. I'm going to put a
Wait,
plug.
wait, 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 wait,
Wait,
wait. Go. You're talking about the motivation part. I just want to get in there because before you continue, is adding to that about knowing what you also to try to find individuals that are inspiring to you that you can have conversations with because Deanne is a nice source for me to stay motivated. And they say that it takes a village to raise a child, but that's not referring to a baby. It's referring to all of us being children
absolutely,
of this earth. And
absolutely.
so when you have a team of people, whether you're doing business with them or not, they will keep you motivated as well because you have that kind of like a support. You have a bad day, you have a bad moment, and because I don't know what line of work you're in, but sometimes we can be looked at with three heads from some people who don't think the same way we do or they don't dream as big as we do. But it's basically going back to the whole thing of finding your tribe, getting a squad.
Yes, absolutely. This
And
is our tribe. This is our
that's
squad.
this
That's what
yes,
we're doing
this is
right
our
now.
squad.
This
Maybe
is
she should come a
motivating
part of
us.
our squad. You're
Yeah,
welcome to join us.
yeah. This is like this is what motivates us, and this is why we have motivated. Also gives you the opportunity to create something.
Yeah.
Like, this is what happened. It took
No judgment zone. No
and
judgment zone.
I'm going to tell you, I did a lot of work on this to get this today. So I am so proud of myself where I've got to come
Oh
today.
my gosh. If you
You
only
have no
knew.
idea for the past couple of days um, to master this, but I love to drive. I can pick up myself and drive. I love to drive with the windows down. That's why I had to fix my air conditioner recently because I wasn't using the air conditioner. Hint, you need to use the air conditioner from time to time or you'll have to go and fix it. And it costs a lot of
Oh,
money.
God.
But again, that's hey, anybody, I have a project for anyone who works in a dealership or a dealership owner. I have a project for you. Trust me. Oh, you're gonna love it. This is one of my dreams. I'm just saying out there. This is what it is. It gets excited. You have to get excited about something. If it's we're both very shy, to tell you the truth, but people behind closed doors, we're very shy. But people would not see that here. Why? Because we're motivating each other. Having Gabby and Bilal and everyone else who is joining us definitely inspires us to talk more and some of the projects we're doing. So we definitely want you to reach out. My email is there, is info@think10.ca. That's one of them. And of course, Tammy is tammywomenschampion at gmail.com. Reach out to us and see how we can help you. um, we're working to create a tribe here, as well as to see if we can collaborate with people and others who are coming on board can collaborate to get to know each other and say, oh, I can help you with that question. And oh, what are you looking for? It doesn't really even have to be with us. You can have a conversation with yourself.
Yep.
Keep in the replay, catch the replay, write the comments, make a comment, connect with somebody in there. And
Where's Chris? Chris, this is your chance to engage.
that's great to know. In
Let's
fact,
see if
it's a
he's
real
going to
source of.
engage. Okay, we're coming to the end here now,
We're
Dianne.
coming to the end. We didn't
We have
get to
to
the
wrap up.
questions, but
This is the
we
Toastmasters wrap up here.
but definitely we want to thank for those who had submitted their questions. Of course, we'll always go with the live. We'll always go with the live, and I want to say again a shout out to our amazing sponsors.
Yes.
That would be Leonard and Jackie, and you have that information on there. Definitely reach out to them. One is in real estate, one is the wealth management. Phenomenal resource. And we met through Leonard actually.
Yes, we
So
did.
he does a lot of work, in the community and so forth.
He's
So
amazing.
he's an amazing real estate. He's worked miracles with people I know, especially myself, in regards to real estate and so forth. So I want to say thank everyone, and if we forget anything, I do apologize. Because we're having so much fun. But again, this is real questions with real answers from real people with not the fluff, but you're going to find a lot of things. Are we going to have some fun? And of course, I want to thank Ralph so much for,
Yes.
allowing us to use his music. And I am telling you, if you want to find out more about getting beats and jingles and so forth done, it is phenomenal. I was shocked when a couple of days ago, I discovered that he had this talent. So I want to thank him so much because you guys got to have a snippet. You didn't hear the rest because it's actually a reggae. I'll probably see if I can get the reggae part of it, but it's actually really cool. So I want to thank you all from myself and my lovely co-host, Miss Tammy Williams, who looks fabulous, by the way, as usual.
Thank you.
And I appreciate it. And thank you, Gabby, for joining us. And thank you for your feedback. And thank you, Bilal, for the feedback or having, definitely we actually I'm having fun to tell you the truth. I could talk for hours about this because we're having so much fun. Yeah. So again, on behalf of myself and Tammy, you can say your salutations as well.
Basically just show up. Show up for your own rescue and look for people that inspire you and that you can learn from because that's the best thing we can do for ourselves. And find stuff that feeds your soul.
Thank you. And one of the things I always say, I remember asking a friend once, just tell me something. And he said to me, messaged me, he said, be the change you seek. And I didn't even know it was Gandhi at the time. I had to go research it. And it's one of the most profound and quotes and most used quotes. And I've heard different versions of the quotes when I ask people about it. And this, technically, I didn't know it was their favorite quote, but I've heard so many versions. So be the change you seek. If you're looking for something, create something like we have. You know, we talk about this, but let's bring it to the forefront. And for everyone, I just have to say I am so proud of myself. I have to say this time, I am so proud of myself for getting this done because
I'm proud of
you
you
know,
too.
I
Dealing with
definitely,
someone, dealing with someone
I,
like me who's not technical.
that is so true. Do you know how much we had to get through to here? But definitely, definitely, I'm just going to say, if I can do it, you can do it. If Tommy can do it, you can do it. If
Oh,
we
that's
can
the
do
big
it,
one.
you all could do it. So I want to say thank you so much to everyone who supported us, who came out to our party launch of the Real Questions and the Real Answer Show with Dianne and Tammy. Until next time, but here's the thing, we don't know how often we're going to do this. But you tell us how often. If you want this every week, we'll do it every week. If you want a couple days, a week, we can see that. Because there's so many questions on the face of the earth. Oh my gosh. And we only answered what, three, four? So
One answer could go on for a whole month.
one answer could go for a whole month. So until next time on the Real Question, Real Answer show with Tammy and Deanne and Tammy, and all of you guys, we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, and love our sponsors. And you guys do reach out. Unfortunately, Bilal, the Tim Hortons is not in Pakistan, so I don't know what you're going to
Not
do.
yet.
Not yet. I'll figure something out else for you,
Yeah, we'll have to
Bella.
figure out something for her.
For him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So
sorry. Yeah.
enjoy, and I want to say thank you all, and we'll see you all soon.